city boundaries, and even state lines. Much can and will continue to be learned from this outstanding willingness to work as a community. And that's what we are, a community. Of Fargo, Moorhead, Minnesota, North Dakota, anybody else who wants to join us. We're an area, and we need to be proud of where we're from. This community has different people with different zip codes, but similar passions. Passions for the arts, for our community, for our pride and our quality of life, and very importantly, passion for our youth and their education. Even though this was first a program of Fargo Public Schools, I consider it just the beginning of many more successful collaborative efforts in our region. On behalf of the Fargo Public School Board, we will not only choose to celebrate the new viable and dry location of Trollwood Performing Arts Program, but we will also be celebrating the expanded student opportunities and enthusiastically anticipate the new local and state partnerships which will be spawned from such a noble collaborative effort. Thank you.
So thank you. I just think about it. Fargo, Moorhead, the state of Minnesota, the future builders. Wow, and the Fargo School District. There's so many people here to support you kids and to support everybody else who comes out here in the next 50 years. Thank you very much.
I'd like to invite the drum group up here so we can be prepared when I'm ready for my thank you song. Part of the ceremony itself is to create a song and a prayer. And the song that I created invites Grandmother Earth and Creator to work with us as we go on to the next steps of our journey. And with that song, there was a prayer created with that. And after I sing that song, I'll go into that prayer. And after I say that prayer, the drum group is going to go right into a thank you song. And that thank you song kind of closes that piece of that ceremony. But we'll all go into the part as a community to put life into this ground, to put energy into this ground, and to be a part of, actively be a part of the next steps of these journeys. This blessing is really a transition from this space that is something that's just there right now, but to acknowledge it as a designated place in our family, in our community. So as we make these offerings of our cedar, of the tobacco that was given to me to do this prayer and to do these blessings, we acknowledge the accommodation of creation for the creation of the space that we are going to create as a community, as Trollwood Performing Arts School. So, and then after that, I'm going to invite my little brother up here, so we can then read the poem that I was also asked to create for this ceremony. Hey ya, hey ya, hey yo, ya, ho, hey yo, ya, ho, hey yo, hey. On chima kawayanki yo, wayanki yo, hey yo. On chima kaye gama ka oye yo, hey yo. Ya ho, hey yo, ya ho, hey yo, ya ho, hey yo, hey ho. Wakatanka wayanki yo, hey yo. Wakatanka pila maya yo, hey. Ya ho, hey yo, ya ho, hey yo, ya ho, hey yo, hey yo. O te kanshla wakantanka. Chante wa shte na pe chuzapi, makia pia ia, sikalo ia, miye. Grandfathers, may this place be a place of happiness and healing, a place of creativity, generosity and hope, new energy, new life. May all those who come know blessing and peace and enjoy and appreciate the beauty of creation, to celebrate the visions and dreams of those that came before, and those that continue to share in that dream who will share in this space the beauty of this place. Bless this ground, this space, that Trollwood Performing Arts School continues to become a better reflection of itself as we all become better reflections of ourselves. Please continue that dream of blue skies, bare earth, to provide a creative outlet that is more than just a place to dance, to play, to sing, but also a place to be, to soothe, to heal, to please. Thank you for this time. Thank you for these gifts of bringing the people together to gather in goodness and laughter, to celebrate and consecrate the new home of Trollwood Performing Arts School. Grandfather, bless all those who have come today, that we continue to gather in love and laughter, to celebrate the beauty of creation and creativity. Watch over each and every one of us as we travel today and prepare for the rest of our lives. Thank you for your guidance, your wisdom, your grace, compassion, and protection. Thank you for allowing me to be here and to share in the prayer and celebration. Homitakiase. Thanks again to Louren Henry, BJ Rainbow, Jesse Begay, Sean Henry, and CJ Graham. Joe Dodd and a bunch of guys from Hawaii, which created this nurturing environment for three of the girls who showed up in my family who we just weren't getting that type of attention, that type of nurturing, that type of outlet that we could express ourselves. They gave us a hammer, they gave us drills, they gave us wood to pound into to get this angstiness out, and that's why we stayed, because of this nurturing environment. Now a few years later, we dragged my little brother to Trollwood, and he wasn't happy either. But 5 years later, I created a family and appreciated that family in Trollwood, and my younger brother Ree was also able to be a part of that family. So Trollwood is a huge part of who we are. It changed our lives. We wouldn't be who we are today without Trollwood and that family. So thank you, John. Thank you, Vicki. We definitely love you. So as our closing, before the singers take the stage, we created this poem to really acknowledge this place, this new journey that we're about to go on. This poem is entitled More Than Just a Dream. Walk with me.
Come with me to a place that's new.
This new but familiar place. Here the ground is getting ready.
Getting ready to become.
This place that has been dreamt.
This ground to become what is meant to be.
Here where minds are nurtured.
Here encouraged to grow.
In this place where creativity flows. Celebration.
Creation.
This is what this land will hold. This path that I follow is not yet quite finished. A course that never will be.
This is a path from the visions of those that came before.
Passed down into the dreams of those, we who those visions bore. We who are here now.
We who will build and lay the ground.
Here in this space, where our
new home will be found.
This is more than just a place to dance, to dream, to play, to sing.
This land gives a space for these.
But please, come
walk with me.
Feel the wind that blows through now.
The whispers from the trees.
This is a place for all to grow, a place to soothe, to heal,
to please.
Stories will be told here.
Shared here where we build.
This is a place, bare earth,
blue skies,
that started with a dream.
To build a place that is much more.
Much more than just a dream. Walk with me along this path as we share within this memory.
As years go on, the time will change, but one thing here will remain the same.
A place for all to come, to dance, to play, to sing.
Here at home, bare earth,
blue skies, building more than just a dream.
Walk with me within this place.
This new familiar place.
Okay, by now everybody should have one of these. I want to point out that it's a peat pot. Peat is something from the earth, formed in this case to hold something, but it's biodegradable. And as we were trying to figure out how to do this, we thought, we want to have the least amount of impact on the land. And that's the whole concept of everything we're trying to design here too. To be respectful of this beautiful environment that we're in, to build buildings that will be that way and to function that way. So here's my little note, because anybody who works for me at Trollwood knows we have the reduce, reuse, and recycle chant. So we do have trash cans, and throughout the whole entire place here, you'll see opportunities to throw away plastic and plastic containers and any metal and your other trash too. We're going to ask that you embrace that and celebrate that as well. But what you have in your hand here really reflects something important. About 2 years ago, we gathered together a group of people in community task force meetings. I know that many of the people here were a part of those meetings, and I want to thank you and let you know we really listened to you. One of the things that you said was important was that Trollwood would be by a river. Well, we're by a river, but we're not flooded by the river. The other thing they said was we wanted trees. Well, we were lucky to find a place that had some trees, but not enough trees. And so, and part of the reason they wanted to do that was because there were trees at Trollwood that they considered a very integral part of the experience of being in that park. There were majestic oaks. And so you are holding in your hands a peat pot filled with Trollwood soil and a sprouting acorn from one of the Trollwood trees.
Hey, you got a little leaf thing.
I know. Mine got ahead of
What's
the
up?
crowd, John. That's how we always work.
Ooh. There's one in here though, right?
There is one in every
Oh,
one of
okay,
these.
okay.
And as things go, they talk about the magic of Trollwood. Briefly, this was an idea that we were going to do next year. My idea this year was that we were going to collect all the acorns at Trollwood and then work with the NDSU Horticulture Department to figure out how to cultivate those. So next year for the alumni reunion, we would have all our alumni come over here and plant these. Well, I was interviewing somebody and I said, okay, for an executive assistant, I said, okay, for example, my assistant gets all the jobs that we don't have anybody else to do. So you would probably like, I want you to connect with the horticulture department because here's an idea I have. Well, this young woman, Stacy, who now works for us, said, well, my boyfriend has a bunch of acorns in our freezer. And sure enough, Jeff Schulte, who was a neighbor of Trollwood, has been collecting these acorns. And they started sprouting, and we said, we need to get these babies into the ground. And we did have an original idea of everybody doing something else as a groundbreaking thing, but again, sometimes when things don't work out right, as we all learned at Trollwood, you got to be flexible and make it work. And this seemed the more fitting sort of thing to do. So today we will all break ground together ceremoniously and plant these acorns to bring some of what we love most about the old Trollwood to this new Trollwood site. John will help you and lead you through this process. I also want to point out that at the end of the aisles, if you don't have a groundbreaking utensil, there are some little trowels still here, I think, and you could probably pass them down to anybody who doesn't have one. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Now wait, guys. Before we start this, let's prepare a little bit. Now think about all the days in winter when you're wishing it were warm, all the rainy days when you wish it were nice. Well, today, how could you ask for a more beautiful day? So let's try to deeply imprint this into our memory. And I think what will help is if you let's just be quiet for like 30 seconds and just listen. I know you're going to hear the generator, but you'll hear some birds. So just let the sounds imprint.